The body is a part of the unconscious mind. Your past experiences, your memories, your emotions, your pains, your traumas get stored in the body. Anytime you feel something and you don't know what to do with it, it gets pushed down in the body. And so that's why it's so important for us to slow down and pause, because that's how we access, that's how we're able to be present and inhabit the body.
Mm.
We also hold deeply held beliefs and values in our subconscious mind. Our programming, our conditioning, right? That's in the subconscious mind. Our critical voice, our inner child, all of those things are subconscious mind. Our intuition, our inner wisdom, that's all a part of the subconscious or unconscious mind. All of our emotional patterns and responses. And that includes our autonomic nervous system, our blood that pumps. We don't control that. We're not consciously thinking about, okay, heart, you better pump. Like
Right.
we don't have to remind our heart to do that. That's all a part of the unconscious mind. We're not conscious of it. It operates on its own. And so when I talked about 90% of who we are being our conscious mind, now maybe it's clear like just how much is in the unconscious mind. In our conscious mind, our job is to choose, is to decide. And our unconscious mind is the waiter that delivers it to us. However, things that are inside the conscious mind can rebel essentially
Yeah.
and say, no, 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 you don't want that taco. You don't want that. Last time you had tacos, you got in a car accident, so you can't have tacos. It connects these dots in weird ways, and it says tacos equals car accidents, as an example. And so I can say, no, but I want that taco. And it's like, no, we're going to make it so that you can't have that taco because it's not safe to have that taco.
Ah,
Make it
the body does that.
the body is a part of the unconscious mind.
The unconscious mind does that.
Yep.
I
Yep.
see.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
The body stores a lot of wisdom.
Mm-hmm. And our body is like this vessel to communicate wisdom.
Right.
Before we did this little mini session today, how clear were you feeling about what we did on Tuesday?
When you guided the practice of tapping into the body, I understood why that was important
Mm.
because we started by sharing some things that have been going on that we're either confused about or seek clarity on. And at the end of it, your guidance toward getting us to tap back into our bodies was that indication that we have the answers. We just have to know how to look for them. But they're here.
Isn't that interesting how your unconscious mind is communicating with you?
Mm-hmm. At around 5 a.m.,
Yeah.
I woke up to the sensation of someone tickling me, but nobody was there.
Oh my goodness. What was that like for you?
A little alarming. It came with an image of a person, which just further confuses me because I don't recognize this person.
What does this person look like?
Like maybe between 30 something and 40 something black woman.
What was her expression? What was she doing?
Just expressionless and didn't, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
um, kind of like wide eyed a little bit
Like that?
and didn't say anything. Just tickled me.
Oh, she tickle you.
My armpit,
Your armpit.
my right armpit.
Wow.
Yeah.
If if I was doing a more spiritual bend to this, I would guess that's some sort of guide or ancestor. Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
The scientific way would be to say, isn't that interesting how your unconscious mind is communicating with you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Something is communicating with you,
Mm-hmm.
getting your attention.
Yeah.
So we already had a nice coaching session that didn't get recorded. For those of you watching this, it did not get recorded, but it was. Do you want to talk about what that was like for you?
That's when I realized that I ignored my intuition. I learned that intuition comes in the form, for me, of clarity, like this watery like substance, I guess. Color blue. It's so clean. It's pure.
And you connected to that through your body.
Exactly. Yes.
Essentially turning the spotlight on, like, let's create more of that, right? That
Right.
you practice more and more. I didn't ask you to do that, but I asked questions in a way to increase your attention on that so that there would be more. And then it showed up more.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It showed up more as I channeled it.
Mm-hmm.
It came to the foreground and it expanded.
Yeah.
I learned also in our session just a moment ago that there are other signs I ignored from my body. My gut was giving me pain and the jaggedness within the chest area.
Mm-hmm.
I come now to understand as like a sign that I'm not safe or I'm not comfortable with what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe as we swallow it down, it goes further down. It did affect my gut, as I mentioned.
And just so you all know, that another thing that came up was a jaggedness. And we described that too and communicated with that part of her. And then I thought Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill. And then you were just like talking about it, like swallowing it down. That's the line. Swallow it down. It's a jagged little pill.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The minute there's a little rupture, our bodies respond and we're not consciously aware of it. All of a sudden it's hard to really receive
Mm-hmm.
pleasure, receive the person that we're with. And this is all a part of Tantra. So if there's been some sort of rupture and trust broken, not feeling safe, not feeling comfortable, it's absolutely going to affect our ability to connect.
Right.
Yeah. So look at all of this information that your body has for you when you're able to communicate with it and have this relationship. It's now tickling you.
Yeah.
And also, yes, your body is your subconscious mind,
Okay.
but that's an aspect of your subconscious mind. So the unconscious mind connects to the superconscious mind. So if we're looking, psychology terms, the unconscious mind connects to the superconsciousness, also called the collective consciousness. And that's where we're all connected.
Mm-hmm.
In science, we call that 0 point field. It's this realm where there's nothingness. In quantum physics, it's where you keep looking at a microscope and you see the atom, you see the electrons, you see the, what is it, neutrons. You
Mm-hmm.
keep going down and then there's nothing. It's vast space. The journey inward with a high magnification microscope ends up looking almost exactly like going into space and looking at space and how things are connected. So,
Mm-hmm.
so as above, so below. This is the realm of the unconscious mind. You could call it source, call it
Mhm.
energy, but it's all one and it's all connected, right? And a part of us as individuals, we have our own individual experiences and conditioning. So even if you had a twin, you two would have vastly different experiences in ways that you look at your childhood and your parents and all of that, even though it would be so similar because you are a unique vessel. The intelligence that knows how to create universes,
Mhm.
how to sustain life, how to make these bodies that know how to renew and rejuvenate themselves and heal cuts and bruises and everything that our bodies can do. There's some sort of intelligence there, and we're one with that intelligence. And so when we're able to get to slow down and get still and connect, then that's why we can get these downloads
Mhm.
and have women you've never seen before tickling you.
Right.
We could come up with our best guess as to what that is. And you could call that an unconscious experience, or you could call it a mystical experience.
Hmm.
And from a spiritual perspective, there's wisdom all around in the universe. There's one power of all that exists, one energy, one force, like think of Star Wars, one force that flows through everything. And if there's only one, that means that you are one with that power. I am one with that power. You and I are connected. We are having an experience as an individual that is separate from that power. It's like having a vast ocean and me taking a cup and scooping a cup of that ocean water. So then now this is separate from the source.
Mhm.
What do we call this?
A vessel.
Yep. Do we call this the ocean?
No,
Why don't we call it the ocean?
it's not as vast.
Somehow it's different, right? It's contained, it's in a container. It makes it different. But if we pour it back, what is that? What is it now? What do we call it now? That's dust. We pour it back and we call it the ocean again.
Yeah.
This is a vessel.
Mm. Mhm.
And is this the same without the ocean water in it?
No.
No. It's having an individual, unique experience, but it's made of the same substance,
Mhm.
right? And then it'll go back eventually, just like all water,
Mhm.
cycles and goes through and it all comes back. What ahas, what transformation, like what did you get from the session we just had?
That I hadn't made the consistent effort to maintain a relationship with myself. I had come out of my body, lost touch with it. And my center was here, and it was so uncomfortable and tight and foggy and just painful.
Mm-hmm.
It was such a cerebral relationship where I was weaving a tale to justify and make excuses for why things were happening. It was so much tale telling, which happens here, which is disingenuous, versus the communication down here, which
Yeah.
is authentic to what I know to be true.
Yeah. You got to drop in. And it all became clear once you dropped in.
Right.
Yeah.
It was very comfortable tapping into my body with you guys being present.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm around nobody, it's harder. And I wonder how.
Yep.
Where's my presence? Do I have one? Do I exist outside of other people?
You're getting so existential here.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
This is one of the beautiful things about group work.
Mm-hmm.
When we come together, we can connect deeper. Like it creates some sort of magic together. And when we're doing like personal growth work, we multiply our efforts. So 1 plus 1 doesn't equal 2. 1 plus 1 equals 3. Right? When we're collaborating, when we're working together, when we're bringing our energies together, it multiplies our efforts. It becomes exponential. And
Mm-hmm.
there's something similar that happens when we're doing presence work, that on an energetic level, it multiplies and amplifies things.
Mm-hmm.
And the other part of it is intention. Intention is everything.
Mm-hmm.
And when we come together as a group, that is a part of our intention. We're
Mm-hmm.
intending something, we're creating the time, we're creating the space, we're creating the container for it. And you can do that on your own as well, but it can be much easier to allow the distractions to happen on your
Mm-hmm.
own versus when you're in a container
Mm-hmm.
and when someone's holding a container at that.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
Let's recap what we did before, and then we'll go into the next piece. I want you to start off by going inside, noticing something that feels, a little different out of the ordinary. It's not usual, it's unusual.
It's a unique time because we just had our coaching, so I'm really relaxed.
Mhm.
Um,
Let me give you a prompt.
okay.
So, this last time, you were writing about your future self. And I said, what is stopping you from being that person now?
Mm-hmm.
From having those qualities and characteristics and all of that now? And I could see that it brought stuff up for all of you. I was looking at you all, and there was like, I'm like, okay. And I stopped you and I said, okay, close your eyes.
Uh-huh.
Right. And so I want you to think about your goals. You already had one, almost 2 days, where you didn't follow through and complete those goals. Something's getting in the way.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to think about what that is, feel the emotion that comes with it, right? So, what are you noticing when you think about that, feel that?
Like it's unimportant.
Okay. So, when you have that thought, I'm unimportant, you notice that in your body.
It's like 4 inches above my belly button.
Mm-hmm.
It's right there.
All right. So, feel into that. There
Mm-hmm.
you go. And I just want you to stay with it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not doing anything with it. You're not
Mm-hmm.
trying to get it to go away. You're not trying to get it to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Stay with it. Notice what happens. Mm-hmm.
Kind of thins out a
Mm-hmm.
little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the byproducts of placing your attention on something. It's just the attention tends to make it thin out. Like
Mm-hmm.
Catherine had the heaviness in her chest.
Mm-hmm.
And when she finally realized what to do, oh, I'm not supposed to like be making something happen, feeling confident. I can just be with it. It
Mm-hmm.
started to feel lighter.
Mm-hmm.
So it's thinning out. And so what's happening now?
Kind of feel like a closed bud that's opening, like a bulb opening.
Great. So as you see that closed bud opening, why don't you ask it to do something? More of it or less of it? open, close. Just ask it to do something and see how it responds.
It's like my eyes are less heavy.
Mm-hmm. What did you ask it to do and what happened?
I just repeated more in my head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The space down here, it's almost like separate from the actual bud, which is here.
Mm-hmm. So when you asked for more, what were you
Mhm.
asking for more of?
More of the blooming,
Mm-hmm.
the blossoming.
And did it?
It did.
So there was more blossoming. Great.
Yeah.
Great. And that made your eyes lighter.
Yes.
Yeah.
It almost made my vision brighter.
Mm. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I want you to tune in again. And what do you notice now?
Whatever muscles these are loosening up.
Got it. Got
Yeah.
it.
When I'm a closed bud, it's like this,
Mm-hmm.
and it's tight.
Yeah.
And when I ask it to for more blooming action, it has this effect across this entire area.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So now I want you to ask it a question. Okay. And that could be, why are you here? What are you here to show me?
I'm trying to, but I'm getting emotional.
Mm-hmm.
And it puts more pressure on these that just opened up,
Mm. So
com- combating.
emotions are coming up.
Right.
Yeah.
Putting a strain on what I want to be more light and airy and open.
Yeah. So what are those emotions? Where are they coming from?
Like, I'm very sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that the same as sorrow?
Yeah, maybe.
Mm.
But there's some responsibility with sorry.
Mm. Yeah. So there's something that you feel sorry about
Yes.
and responsible for.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Going through the motions,
Mm. Yep.
self neglect, resignation so early on
Yeah.
when there's still something alive.
Mm. Like that bud. Like that bud. Isn't that interesting? You focused on the bud. You asked what there was for you to know, and what came up?
Remorse and sorrow.
Yeah. Remorse and sorrow.
Uh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what is there for you to know about the remorse and the sorrow?
That it depends on me. It doesn't always have to be like this.
Hmm. Doesn't always have to be like this. It can be different. Yeah. And what is that different? How can it be?
Love, excitement, joy.
Beautiful. So I want to add a little teaching moment here, right? You're doing a great job. So what came up was it doesn't always have to be that way. That's the negative. And so all we want to do then is say, okay, what do we want instead? Right? So if it doesn't always have to be that way, the grief, the remorse, how can it be instead? When you were in the sorrow and grief, I didn't say, oh, well, how do you want to feel instead? We let it come up. And what naturally arose was, it doesn't have to be this way. It can be another way. Okay, how can it be? I'm wanting to point out we're not forcing or pushing anything,
Right.
being with what arises. Yeah. Yeah. So what's happening now?
Feelings of hope.
There we go. Where did that come from? That was redundant. Where do you feel the hope in your body?
The side of my head. Um, which is weird.
Mhm.
But because there was so much tension from the sorrow and the remorse, when I felt hope, the thing I instantly um, realized that changed was sensations here.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Great. So now I want to go to this next piece. You're doing great.
Thank you.
So now, affirmations. We talked about affirmations and how affirmations, until we have this, communication with the subconscious mind, they're not going to work, right? And so, thinking about your goal now, your intention, what you have stated that you want for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
right? What's an affirmation that you can give yourself? Real, as simple as possible. I am,
I am powerful.
I am powerful.
I am emotional.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I am empathetic. I am compassionate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I am present.
I am. There we go. That I felt that one. I felt that one. I am present. Yeah. So I want you to just be with that. Be with that and just take 30 minutes or maybe a minute. I'll give you more instructions. Just sit with that. And every once in a while, say that affirmation I am present. There you go. And notice what happens in your body with the sensations. I am present.
I feel this urge to give.
Mhm. So there's the aha, like, ooh, I feel an urge to give. That's clear. It's not mysterious, like the subconscious mind can be sometimes, right? That's clear.
Yes.
Great. File that away and come back, go back to the affirmation. If the affirmation feels like changing to something else, that can do it too. Just stay there. Every once in a while, say the affirmation. Otherwise, just drift. Get that drifting, floating feeling.
I
And
am present.
yeah, and simply notice what arises, feelings, images, insights. And I want you to stay there. You have the tools there. I want you to spend a couple minutes in that space, noticing what arises, saying your affirmation or affirmations every once in a while.
I am emotional.
Mhm.
Empathetic. Compassionate.
And then come back to that floating, drifting state
I am giving.
and giving. Mhm. That's it.
I am human.
Mhm. Yeah. Mhm.
I am a daughter. I am a sister. I am a niece. I'm a cousin. I'm a granddaughter. I'm an employee. I'm a neighbor. I'm a sister in law.
Mhm. Come back to your body.
I
Mhm.
am in my 20s.
Yeah. You're in your 20s. Yeah. Stay with that in the silence for just like a minute more, feeling in your body. There you go. So normally, if I were coaching you, I'd be asking a whole lot of really juicy follow-up questions here to get more clarity. But for now, we're simply letting the unconscious mind, letting things arise, right? This is a part of learning to do this on your own. It's a self practice, and we'll be adding in those potent questions later on as we move about this 30 days. And so, what I do want to do is have you do something that I call like loving redirection. Okay. And so, with this, you're going to have more communication with yourself, with your unconscious mind. So, I want you to think about your goal. And as you think about your goal and taking each of those steps to get to your goal, for instance, tonight, we're going to get off here. You're in Eastern time zone. You're not going to have a lot of time to get that stuff done. Can you do it though?
Yes, I can.
Can do it. So when you think of completing all of the pieces of your goals tonight, what comes up? That that breath told me a lot. So that right there where the breath got stuck, right? I want you to feel that. Feel into that. Okay? That's the resistance. You feel that? Where you were like, do you know what I'm talking about? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a part of you. That's the unconscious mind going, I don't know. That could be hard. I don't know if you can do this. Whatever that is, I want you to talk to that part of you like it's a little kid.
Hmm.
Have you been around little kids much in your life?
Yeah.
Okay, so think about a 3 or 4 year old and how willful they are. Have you ever tried to get a little kid to not run in the street or to not jump in a pool? Right? There's different ways that you can do it. Old school parenting was yelling, punishing, restricting, timeout. We're not doing that anymore. Now it's gentle parenting, it's loving redirection.
Hmm.
So I want you to talk to this part of you and explain to it, like you would a child, why it is that you want it to get on board with your vision, with your vision for yourself. Okay. And so that can look like saying, I understand that you've been trying to protect me. You think this is going to be too hard for me. I'm not going to be able to do this. You want to keep me safe from it, whatever that is. So, first, you're going to connect. You're already connected. Then it's acknowledging. And then it's explaining. I need to explain things really clearly to you, right? Do you realize how this pattern is causing me to miss opportunities?
Hmm.
What do you need to let this part know? That by holding you back, that's like yanking the chain, pulling you back. No, 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 no. You need to communicate with this part. And you can do it out loud or you can do it internal. That's up to you. That you're having a conversation back and forth with this part of you, persuading it, letting it know why you want this, why this is important.
Hmm. Yeah, I get it. Yeah,
You got it?
I got it.
Mm-hmm. And so maybe you even ask it, like, how about we try a new approach? And you can help me get what I want, get this vision, be this highest version of myself that I see myself as. What's a new approach we can take so that you can still keep me safe, but I can feel even safer now and I can experience this growth. So you're talking in this loving yet firm tone as this wise parent that knows what's best. You're not begging, you're not pleading, you're not demanding, and you're not even asking, is this okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. You're saying, this is the way it's going to be. What do we need in order to get you on board so that we have the self belief, so that we have the follow through, so that we can take action? What is that?
Hmm.
What's happening now?
I'm wondering how I'll get the answer.
So go ahead and do it now.
Ask or.
Yep, go ahead. Go inside. So again, find, connect. Yep. Notice what's there.
Mm-hmm.
And then explain yourself. Like you explain to a kid why you don't touch a hot stove. I know this is what you want, but you don't want to do this. You want to do this instead. And notice what happens as a response. What's the message you get back? Take your time. Take your time.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh my gosh. That's the same thing that you did earlier. We're like, oh, yeah, I'll have to do that sometime in the future. It could take time. And I was like, come on.
Yeah.
This is one of the reasons why working in a group or working one on one has the impact because you're in a container where you don't allow yourself to be like, oh, yeah, I'll do that. Oh, I'm totally going to do that. No, go ahead and do it now.
Yeah.
And what was that? 60 seconds, something like that. And they were like, oh, I got it.
Yeah.
And it's perfectly fine if you had not gotten it, right? So if for everyone else that's watching this, you've got to develop the relationship, right? I used to take this and spread it out and just teach a piece at a time, like a week at a time. And I'm like, what if I just put it all together into one? This is my first time teaching it like this. You're an advanced student, but you're also getting coaching along the way. That makes a difference. For those of you watching, we just went through multiple steps and stages to get to this point. You can play with all of it, but then notice where it is that you don't have that communication there yet. You don't have that relationship, that trust with your unconscious mind yet. And just backtrack and work at the step, the stage, the level that you're at. Make sense? And
Yes.
that can be different one day over the next, right? But right now, we got me saying, go ahead and do it now. You're like, oh, yeah, look, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's so great that your unconscious mind is listening to you now because you started first. You listened to your unconscious mind, right? So you
Yeah.
see how it's this back and forth communication where it's like, this is what I want. I'm setting my goal, I'm setting my intention, but then you've also got to listen to your unconscious mind, spirit, intuition, source, God, whatever you want to call it, right? Because it's like there's something I want for you. There's a vision I have for you wanting to come through. And so you listen to it first, and then you start to be like, hey, will you listen to me? Oh, thank you. Oh, what about this? What about this? And then it's this back and forth, right? And so now you're saying, okay, I know that you want this. This is my choice. And whatever is getting in the way of my choice, let's talk about this. What's going on? What do you need to know? Let me reassure you. Let me answer whatever questions you have. Oh, you think tacos equal trucks or tacos equal accidents, right? Let me explain how that it doesn't work that way. It just was that one time.
Mm.
And so now you have this back and forth communication. You might have heard of parts work. This is a type of parts work. Internal family systems, it's a whole modality around parts work. It's more structured, but it's more like the parts have different names. And this is just a lot more, less complicated. What's arising right now? What's here right now?
Mm.
And what was here today might not be there tomorrow. Might look and feel different. So, how are you feeling so far with that?
Relieved.
What does that relief feel like in your body?
Like strength in my body,
Mm-hmm.
physical strength, honestly.
Where do you feel that physical strength? Where do
I
you feel
feel
it,
like
see it?
just as one unit, I feel like I've regained strength. Yeah.
What is it? What is that like? For me, I would feel like, ooh, like Neo in the Matrix. Like that would be within me. What does that strength look like, feel like?
It's like a quiet reassuredness. Like, if I could describe it, you're in a classroom and one of your classmates cannot understand the math problem,
Mm-hmm.
but you got it. It makes sense to you.
Got it.
And you feel for that person because I was that person just a moment ago, you know?
Yeah.
What is the answer?
Mm-hmm.
Now that I have it,
You,
I'm not really freaking out.
you get it. Yeah.
I'll do well on the test.
That's a great metaphor. I love how that metaphor arose. Metaphors are super powerful, most powerful when it comes from you. That'll take people right into the unconscious mind. And you can just like a good metaphor, just like blow out a problem in minutes. Yeah. So I want to finish this by I want to install this new identity. Does that sound good to you?
Yes.
Yeah. We all have identities. And as long as we have an identity of ourselves a certain way, we're not going to change. We have to change that identity. That is essentially what we've been doing in this process. And now that there's this communication happening back and forth between you and your unconscious mind, now we can bring in the affirmation. Now we can bring in the positive suggestions and the meditation so that you can release, let go, move forward, all of the good things. So, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So go ahead and get comfortable and close your eyes. Feeling into yourself. And again, setting that intention, keeping yourself safe. You've got the chair beneath you, got the earth beneath you to support you. Take some deep breaths. There you go. Allow yourself to just really settle into your body. Notice any sensations without changing them. Just notice and observe what's happening right now. There you go. And imagine that there's a box inside your mind's eye. And this is a transmutation box where you can place anything in it that's getting in your way right now. So, any worries, any tensions, any distractions, any doubts, any fears, anything that you don't know about that could possibly get in the way of you achieving your goals, of you living as that vision of yourself. Go ahead and put that in the box, in the transmutation box. Just let it all flow into there. And if there's any concerns, just know that you can always go back and get it later. But you might not want it later. So go ahead and put all of the worries, distractions, fears, anything that's not serving your vision in that box. And just let that box drift away, get tucked away somewhere, let the universe take care of it. Now I want you to feel yourself growing roots into the earth, either through your feet or your tailbone. Feel yourself connecting roots deep into the earth. There you go, bringing a sense of stability and support. And from this grounded place, I want you to see your future self. She might look the same as she did the other day. She might look different, but see her. This is the version of you who already has put in the hard work and has accomplished her goals. And she's feeling satisfied. She's feeling really grateful for all the ways that she has showed up for herself, all the ways that she's given to herself, listened to herself. All the time she didn't make excuses, and she did it. And she has the wisdom of knowing, oh, wait, that was actually really easy. The hard part was the procrastination.
Mm-hmm.
The hard part was the not doing. The easy part was the doing,
Mm-hmm.
the trusting.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It's this version of you who embodies all of these qualities, these positive qualities and characteristics that you identified throughout this whole process.
Mm-hmm.
As you see this future version of yourself very clearly, how do they stand? How do they hold themselves? What's their posture like? How do they move? What expression do they have on their face? Where are they? As you look around, what are they doing? How do they feel? And how do they interact with others? What energy do they radiate? And from this place of seeing, envisioning this highest, most expressed version of yourself, or at least 30 days from now, what wants to emerge through you? Ask yourself that question. What wants to emerge through me? as this highest version of myself? What wants to emerge through me? What is your unconscious mind guiding you towards? The next question I want you to ask yourself as you connect with this future self, what qualities have they embodied that you're beginning to access now? What qualities have they already embodied that you're beginning to access now? Mhm. Okay, so the next question, what must you release or surrender? But what must you release, let go of, surrender in order to be that vision of you? All right. So next question, what strengths or resources does your future self want you to know are already within you? What strengths or resources does your future self want you to know are already within you? So now, how does embodying this version of yourself create ripples of positive change beyond just your own life? So when you embody this version of you, which is your vision of yourself, it's your own vision, came from somewhere. When you're embodying this version of yourself, what ripples of positive change go beyond just your own life? Another way of saying that is, how may I serve through this vision?
Hmm.
What is your first next step towards this vision? What's your first next step towards this vision? You don't have to know the whole thing, just the next step towards this vision. And so, if there were a symbol or an image to represent achieving these goals, it might even be a lyric or words that represents achieving these goals. What would that be? What's the first thing that comes to you? You got it? Great. So go ahead and close your eyes again. Connect with your breath, connect inside, and notice the confidence, the ease, the wisdom in this version of you. It's not a fantasy, it is a potential reality that already exists within you. It's already there. I want you to see and envision yourself attuning to that potential for yourself. However, it is that you see it, like a radio dial, maybe like a compass, however that looks for you, see yourself attuning to that potential that already exists, that timeline, that version of you. And imagine yourself stepping forward and merging with this future self. Feel their energy, their knowing, their capabilities becoming yours, their strength, their wisdom is now yours. There you go. Notice what it feels like to be this version of yourself. How you breathe, how you move, how you respond to challenges. And what message does your future self have for you right now? What wisdom do they have to share? Mhm. Yep. Now let's lock that in. Visualize a golden or white light descending from above you, and it's washing over your entire being. This light, it's washing over you. It's filling every cell, every part of you with this bright golden or white light. And as this light reaches your heart, I want you to feel it expand outward, out, out, out. Feel and envision this light creating a protective, energizing field around your entire being, like a bubble of light around you. And I want you to see everyone in this group also surrounded by this light, supporting each other's transformation. As you do this for them, they're doing the same for you. Their energy, their light, the light that's moving through them is coming right back to you. So, with every number I count, I want you to feel this light growing stronger. This new way of being becoming more integrated. And so, 1, it's growing stronger. 2, brighter. 3, you're feeling the shift. It's beginning. 4, 5, it's growing stronger, expanding. 6, strengthening in your body. 7, 8, the integration is deepening. 9, breathe it in fully. And 10, allow yourself to absorb this energy completely. And from this path forward, you're already shifting. From here on out, it's like a baby learning to walk. Some changes, they happen quickly, as you know, and others gradually. The process has begun, though. And it's not a linear path, it's more like a spiral. Circling back, always moving upward. And notice how your body feels as this new version of you, this upgraded, up-leveled version of you. And trust that from here on out, things are shifting. So let's anchor in this transformation with some ohms. Take a deep breath in. Om. Bring this awareness with you everywhere you go. Let's take another deep breath in. Om. beyond limitations. One more. Oh,
That's good.
right. I want you to make a commitment to remember who you are. You're already this person. You're just remembering who you are and you're allowing. What I want to invite you to do is spend some time every day connecting with this version of yourself, seeing yourself, moreover, that embodiment, feeling yourself as this person, standing tall, breathing deeply, and embodying that strength.
Yeah.
And it only has to be for 3 breaths. It could be longer if you like. All right. Yeah. So as we move through these 30 days together, we'll be building on these foundations and you'll be learning to trust this inner guidance system more deeply. You'll be learning to how your emotions are connected to this. And it's all a part of processing your emotions more effectively so that you're creating alignment and taking action from alignment rather than forcing yourself, rather than using willpower to strong arm yourself through it, rather than thinking that your emotions getting in your way, you're too sensitive, like whatever that talk is. I don't know how to feel my emotions. It's not safe to feel my emotions. We're letting all of that go as we realize that our emotions are this gateway.
Hmm.
Our emotions are this portal to getting into a place of embodiment and action through alignment so that you can surrender, let go, and allow yourself to be in a flow state.
Thank you.
You're welcome.